Alrighty, hello everyone. We're back in Ironland today, and I forgot to pull something up. Hold up. Well, I actually forgot something. Today, we're going to build a farm. This is a farm I need. It is one that I cannot go without because it's just a struggle. So, this farm we're building today is a concrete converter. I tried to find a design that works. I couldn't find one, so I decided to make one. And we're gonna build it. I have some images pulled up of the farm that I designed. We're gonna go ahead and get that started. Right now I'm just working on building the room that I'm going to stand in for this farm. Alright, so this is going to be the room that I operate the farm from. And I'm going to need a lever, because this lever is going to turn the farm on and off. And I'm using iron blocks because, number one, they're good with redstone because I can clearly see the red on the white. And I have a lot of iron. I'm going to use them. We're going to build up here. That's where my lever goes. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out where all of this is going. I'm slightly regretting where I put this, but it's gonna work anyway. Alright, so what I'm building here is this is going to be the block detector. Anytime a block enters this space, it is going to power this, which is going to go into this. It's going to go into that. That is going to push down. When the block gets here, when the farm turns on, so things are going to be pushed along this way. It's going to go here, here, and there we go. Now we also need our piston. I'll put a slab here. That's going to make sense soon. Now it needs to go up a block. I'm going to put the concrete powder here. That's got to sit there because it's got to have something to move across. I am missing a leaf. I need one leaf block. Hello, my friend. That was my failed attempt. I'm going the wrong way. I do not know where I'm going. Iron Lane has so many passageways, it is just a maze. And I also never go up here. Now this goes on the thing, it's gonna do the bibbity-bop, and you know how it is. There's the bibbity, there's the bobbity. We're gonna have a block there. Because that's where that's going to go. Put something there. And right there. Now when the block goes here. Oh. I have to actually build it. Block goes here. As you can see, it goes down. Now we have our over, we have our down. Now we'll build the out. And you may be wondering, why is this a different resolution than that? That's because I am using a resource pack to see redstone easier. A piece of obsidian, that is where the TNT is going to drop. I pushed the blocks out 12 so the pistons cannot under any circumstance impede on the TNT. I actually might move the TNT one block closer. Because pistons can't push past, they can't push more than 12 blocks. So, if the TNT is blocked by the blocks, then that becomes a problem. That's actually a monumental problem. I am just going to move all of this. Now this is our room. That's the blast chamber. For now I'm clearing out a rough sketch how far things need to be away. Alright, so that's the what's it called? That's the wall that's going to hold that's going to push everything. So the pistons are going to group everything up and then push it. Now I just gotta build the thing that's going to do all of this. Just like the horizontal one over there. Actually, this needs to go down. So block's gonna go here, sit here, it's gonna connect to this, which is going to activate the pistons. Did I forget the glass? I forgot the glass. Need 2 blocks of glass. Why do I even try? I keep forgetting everything this farm needs. Is it 2? 1, 2. Okay, it's 2. I'm gonna go here and here. So now we can test it. Test all 4 blocks, and it works. You can see all 4 just pushed. All 4 layers So now, this is done. The entire concrete loader is finished. But we still got this lever here. Now this lever is going to do two things. Number uno. Honey block. Now I'm going to use a honey block for this. You can use whatever block you want, whether it be slime or honey. I'm going to use honey. I'm going to put it there. Because this is going to be important later. That's also why we're doing a roof out of these. You see that? That is now opening. This is the lock that is going to make sure this thing does not turn on. So when it's like this, you can't put anything in there. So, we open it up. Now this bad boy here is going to be the thing that gives us more and more Why do I speak? I don't know. I don't even know what the next words are going to come out of my mouth. Why do I speak? If you know why I speak, leave a comment down below. And please tell me. So this is going to deliver our concrete powder. Give it to us every time this activates. Because the problem with that design over there is that design detects using an observer when the concrete is placed. But the problem is the concrete does two things. It transforms from concrete to concrete powder. Which means it is just giving me more and more concrete. It's giving me 2 for every 1. What this design is, every time it detects 1 here, it will push it while also sending a signal, so it gives me 1 concrete out of here. Now you may be thinking, why doesn't it give 2? Well, that's because it gets converted over here, and there's no observer, so it's not going to detect it entering and leaving. It's going to detect it just existing. And it exists once. 1 time will it exist. So that's good. And we'll put that there so we can open that. This is the off state of the farm. That's going up there. So as you can see, it does 2 things. Number 1, this lever turns this on. If this isn't on, this thing is not functioning. There's no redstone power going in. These are not moving. And it blocks this, so we can't put anything in there. And it will also turn off the TNT duper up at the top. So it does 3 things to turn the farm all the way off. You guys are not going to believe this, but I got Waffle House delivered to me. And now it's sitting in front of me. Alright, we gotta get this farm built. Da-dee-da-dee-da. Need more leaves. You may be looking at this, you may think, I know what this guy's about to build. You're absolutely right. It is a TNT duper. Give yourself a round of applause. Thank you for watching. If I had an outro, I'd put in the outro. But no, I don't. Going 9 blocks up, fence gate. Alright, today we're gonna learn how to build a TNT duper. A super duper. Number 1. Take your blocks to this thingamabob. Number 2. Place stone wall. Number 3. Place coral fan. Wait for coral fan. Da da da. Number 4. Block, block, block. Number 5. Number 5. Place sticky piston. Sticky piston. Blue redstone. Number 6. Don't touch this again until we build this part. If you touch it, you will not survive. Follow as I am doing. Make Hopper look like that. Go back down because you forgot all of your blocks. Make a redstone block. Grab everything else you forgot. Fill in that block. Hope you guys are taking notes. If you don't... Okay, now we have this. Say hello to comparator. Hello, comparator. Now block. A block. Now remember this thing. Ah, you see? Now it's off. Now what you do, you put in, I'm going to put in 4 blocks. Ooh! I made a boo-boo. Very carefully get your silk touch and be ready to fix your boo-boo. This is not a block for block tutorial. This is a how do I get this to function tutorial. And I'll grab your dead coral fan. It lived a good life. Grab this. Grab minecart. Put TNT. Oh, it's ready. Carefully jump. Now come over here, put your 4 blocks in, and go, don't freak out. Ooh. Now, we can dig all this out on our own, or we can do the fun way. You know what the fun way is? We turn this on. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, why do it the safe way when you can do it the fun way? And why be smart when you can be dumb? Boink. Oh, it's moving. Fun way has been activated. As you can see, every 2 times that moves, and every time it goes forward, it drops one into the water and drops it down there. Now, we can go ahead and turn that off, because it did the easy part for us. It's going to release one more. Beautiful. Now we know how big this thing's blast radius is. But that don't matter, because we're going to put obsidian around it. And it ain't going to do anything ever again. Aren't you glad you're watching the best YouTuber? Knows all the cool tricks on how to blow things up. Hell yeah. Now this is functional. So you see the TNT is going to sit right there. It's going to blow up anything that comes through there. And TNT always drops the blocks. Now we got to collect the blocks. Which I am going to do by digging a thing. It's going to be 2 blocks out. I like to dig a big hole. Right, so based on rough calculations, my rough calculations are actually 0 calculations. Okay, so this is going to be the bottom of the water. Need some obsidian. Take a screenshot of this. Pull up screenshot. Alright, let's see here. I gotta rebuild this farm. Leaf. Block. 1, 2, 5. I messed up. But that's okay, we learn! And that's it. That's the storage. I can add a trash system, but I don't need it because this is a concrete farm. Why on earth do I need trash? Now the fun part, we get to put the water. Put that water. I need to go down there and put more water. I need to move this 1 block closer. I was right the first time. Yeah, that's right, I made an oopsie whoopsie. How to make an oopsie whoopsie with some rope. There we go. I'm ever wondering, where did all of this ideas come from? Did I make it? Did someone else make it? Essentially, it's a bunch of different pieces with different farms. I had to figure this out on my own though. But the D&T duper came from a design for a tree farm. Oh no, I don't even remember by who. I've seen so many. And this came from a design for a dark oak farm, surprisingly. 2 tree farms contributed to a concrete farm. Nature to industrialization. What is this logic? We're gonna build some safety nets. Will hopefully keep the world intact. If it doesn't, we're gonna have another big oopsie whoopsie. I hate to say it, but I think it might be functional. 2 things are gonna happen. It's gonna work, or everything is going to blow up. You know, I'm ready to find out. You guys ready? I'm ready. Need to get my red shulker box, throw all of my stuff in it, and then we're gonna see what happens. We are going to have some fun. This might be ready. Turn on. Is anything breaking? Nothing's breaking. Guys, I might not be an idiot. Wait. I think I can fix this issue. If that fixes it. Nope, hold on. Fixed it. Actually, I don't think the concrete's reached it yet. No, that's a flat face. It has most certainly not even reached it. concrete's funneling in. Alrighty, it is now complete. Got all my concrete. Or at least anything that's not sitting in the buffer. This is an easy obstacle to overcome. I just gotta bring more concrete than I think I'll need, which you should always do anyway. You should always bring more resources than you think you need. But that's it, and if you're wondering what the lines are, that's part of the resource pack. I have a redstone tweaks by Rexstone. He's the guy that designed some of the machines I use in my casino. Actually, I'm pretty sure he designed both of them. Rexstone's really good. I love his gambling devices. If he sees this, please make a horse gambling machine with like some redstone lights. And that they randomly light up one by one to simulate the horses racing. That will be amazing. And also, please include multiple like gambling stations that can just be hooked up to the machine. That'd be awesome. Because then people can customize how many people at once they want to gamble. I was hoping to get 5 gambling stations, but unfortunately my creations don't work as well. He'll probably never see this. If he does, that's a good idea. But now that this is done, I am going to take a break, sort all my items back into the chest, and then I'll get started with what I'm going to put this concrete in. And I'll be back. I don't know how long, probably tomorrow. But I'll get done. Yo, welcome back everyone! Sailing the seas today! Because I am making my way back to spawn. I could take the portal, but I decided not to. Yeah, I'm gonna have to cut that part out where I started this clip like I was starting a new video. Yeah, I forgot I was still doing the same video. But stress test on the farm went good. I got a lot of concrete. I also stress tested it in a creative world. Big news for the server. It's upgraded. I gave the server a good little upgrade. So now I can use a plugin, not a plugin, a mod. I used to run it as a plugin, now I run it as a mod. That is Dynmap. Dynmap is back on the server after being away for so long. Because Spigot just wasn't updating. Now we can all enjoy it. Well, anyone on the server can enjoy it. I forgot this slab came from the middle. I was trying to figure out where did this extra slab come from. Alright, let's see here. I'll put the egg here. Needs to go up one. Because it was originally 5 blocks tall. Actually, I got a better idea. Come and get rid of all these support blocks. We're gonna do it one more time. Oh. I'm gonna have to put carpet up there. I have a lot of carpet, I can do that. Well, I don't have a lot of carpet, I have a lot of wool. I need to go grab an end rod. I'm gonna put an end rod in there. Alright, so I just had one of the craziest adventures. I can't show you because it's server stuff, but I fixed the nether, so when I updated the world to a fabric server, the nether got removed, and the end did as well. I checked the files because I was not going to fight the Ender Dragon a second time. I was not prepared for that. But I've managed to fix both of them, because I downloaded all of the world files. before I started messing with the server. So that's interesting. And I always do that because things like that can happen. You can end up losing data. And imagine if that was the overworld, or the entire overworld was lost. So I fixed it. The end works, the nether works. The blocks I mined from the nether have been sealed away because that world was not supposed to exist. That nether is not supposed to exist. It doesn't anymore, but these blocks do exist. I have blocks from a world that is no longer real, and I sealed them away underground, where no one will find them. But, crisis averted. Everything's safe. And also, anyone on the server watching, I have a shulker box of shulker boxes. This is 27 shulker boxes, enough to fill a shulker box. But you can't put shulker boxes inside of shulker boxes. I wish you could put empty shulker boxes inside of shulker boxes. I think that'd be funny. But this is still the same amount. 27 shulker boxes ready to be crafted. And you get the 28th. You got 10 of my blocks. It's a good deal. A bunch of cobblestone. Alright, back to work. Because that is enough adventure. Actually, you know what? It's nighttime. I'm gonna sleep in a place I haven't slept in so long. The public housing. Alright, back to work. If you didn't know, the public housing is the first build on the server. I built it all the way on day 1. So that everyone can have a place to live. Few people used it, others ran around. It is what it is. I forgot the end rod! I have been so caught up with what I am doing, I forgot to get the end rod. No, I'm gonna steal one. Not from there. Because I know my friend, Elf, has some. Why do I check the ender chest? There ain't nothing in there but what I have. Oh, Elf, if you're watching, thanks. I'll provide you with more. Trust me. I have a blaze farm, and I can make a chorus farm. I can get you as many end rods as you want. Don't worry about this one. I can provide you a whole stack of them. That's good for now. Alright, let's see here. Want the floor to be spruce. Spruce is a nice sophisticated floor. This is the room of the judge-like person. But it's going to be sophisticated, or at least the base design. They can change it as they see fit. But as I'm building it, I'm sure it's time to... It will be a good idea to talk about what this person does. If there's a problem on the server, this person will try and solve it. Or at least a problem in spawn, this person will solve it. Whether that be anyone else or the members of this small council. The judge does not have absolute power, cannot overreach, and cannot rewrite law. If a solution is not found, then the judge may try their hardest to get other people to convince the two conflicting parties to reach a solution. Or try and recruit the help of the person on top. But in the end, if there is no solution, then both parties will have to abandon it. Whether it be fighting over space or over job. They will abandon the problem immediately. If not, then there's nothing the judge can do. It is what it is. Now, can the judge send someone to prison? First of all, we don't have a prison. One would have to be built. I don't know what it would take for someone to go to prison, but I'm sure something will happen. Throw some lights up, can't have anything spawning up here. And we're good. Now this room is looking great. It's a good base. The person who works in here can walk in here and be like, wow, what can I do with all this? Also, don't know if I've shown this yet, but the nature room is done. I was going to use stripped oak, but didn't have any, so we're getting stripped birch. And leaf ceiling. Now when the second floor goes in, all that up there won't be visible. Because leaves, well, it can block light. The blocks up there will block light. Meaning, you won't be able to see through the leaves to the blocks on the other side. Unless you looked really closely. There's one more room. This one. This one's also done, the construction room. All good to go. This is the last room to be done for the 4 offices on the first floor. I don't know. I don't know if I want to go like an office theme or something else. Might go with an office theme. After all, this is the zoning guy. What boring job is there except zoning? Alright, so we got that done. We got that done. I might go home and grab the glass. I need glass. Because I gotta put in some of the windows. I'll do that. That's what I'll do. It's window time. I do hope Elf comes back and builds more. I enjoy walking through this. I gotta clear these out. Gotta get the path built. Now, if you want to help build everything, you can join the server. Join my Discord down in the description. And you can find yourself playing on this shortly. Hopefully, I haven't checked applications in so long. I don't think there's any. You could literally tell me in the application they're there to find my IP address and leak my address, and I'll be like, that makes sense. Approved for the server. Get on in here. There's very little going on. Any growth is good growth. Alright, now for the glass, lime, light blue, and yellow. Now you may think, well, that's the same as the carpet. Yes. Almost all of the glass in there will follow that color scheme. Now notice how I didn't say all of it. There is one that won't. There's one area that will not follow that color scheme, and that is the back room, the big communal area, will not be subject to the color scheme. It will instead use regular glass, because it is not a place of politics. It is a place to enjoy being there. Alright, we got our panes. Let's see here. That looks like the picture. I made a mistake! When I saw the brick walls of this room, I knew it. I knew I was gonna do it. The outside is made of brick, and in this room, it is also made of brick. There we go. And no, they cannot change the windows. That's one of the few things they can change. They can't change. Alright, that's the bottom windows done, except for these ones. These are just gonna be glass. This is gonna be a big room. It's gonna be 2 floors high, making it the highest room in the... Alright, some of the windows are in. It's looking good. Hopefully, I can figure out the rest of the bottom floor and figure out where the stairs are going. Because the second floor needs to get done. There's no windows on this side. Or the other side. There's a reason for that. I'll get into that on the anniversary. Also, while I'm over here, I'm going to tear this up. Stealing from this floor because all of this is coming up anyway. I gotta tear that up because the top of the wall is going right there. So I gotta just tear up the outer 2 layers of that and then rebuild it. It'll be fine. I do like the design of this room. We are gonna have a tree in this area. All the light is gonna hit the tree. It's gonna be beautiful. And when vibrant visuals come to Java, Mojang, you better get your asses on that. We need it. Because I don't use shaders on Java because they're laggy, but vibrant visuals are being optimized. Please get on that. But vibrant visuals will make it look fantastic. Although it does mean that since there's no back door, it means that in order to get to the front of the building from the back, or to get from the back to the... from the front to the back, you will have to run around the entire building. There's no side door, no back door, but that's also why I never go back there. I almost never go to the back of the building. There's nothing back here. I'll have to come back here eventually and fix all of this, but other than that, there's nothing. There's no reason to come back here. I'm telling you, one day there's gonna be drug deals going on back there. People are gonna be selling dried kelp behind the town hall. I just told you guys what this was. That was obvious from the beginning. It's a town hall. That's what it is. That's what it always is. Is that what it will always be? I don't know. I genuinely don't. That's the thing about the server. This server is going to go on for so long that this could very well change what it is. This could be empty one day. It could be an abandoned building, with everyone moving on to other parts of the server. Who knows? But I'll dive more into that on the anniversary day, which is now in less than a month. I now have less than a month to get this done. My god, what am I going to do? Elf needs to get on and finish the textures. I didn't do this, Elf did that. All the bricks in. I gotta build the dome. I gotta go get more copper from the trial chambers. I gotta do everything. I gotta build the staircase to get up to the top. I gotta build that room. What am I gonna do? Actually, I have an idea. If we never go to parts of the building in the door, then they don't gotta be done. If they're not seen, they don't exist. See, think like I do. If you can't see it, is it really there? Oxygen deniers be like. Now that's the fucking anti-vaxxers. They can't see the disease, it don't exist, as they die from said disease. Man, this place really is political. Alright. I'm gonna go figure out my next room. I'll be right back. Not my next. Did I say that? My next move. I will be right back. Alright, I am actually going to cut that there. Because this episode's gone on long enough. You guys are going to get so much content out of me trying to figure out the concrete farm and blowing everything up. Or maybe you all. I don't know how I'm going to edit it yet. We'll see. But if you enjoy the video, be sure to like it. If you want to see more, you can always subscribe. And thank you to my 13 subscribers for supporting me and trying to make this my full-time job. I will be back. You can count on that.